Right. Good evening, everyone. So, today we will try to understand method of overriding related all interview questions one by one, everything clearly. Okay. So, please try to concentrate, learn every point, and if you find any difficulty or any doubts or in understanding, please try to raise your question in YouTube live. The chat is enabled for you. You can try to ask any question. I'm ready to answer. Okay, now fine. So let me start the session. Okay, first point I want to understand. First point we not understand. What is method overriding? Right. What is method overriding? So what is method overriding? Simple point. Already yesterday we discussed some points. Quickly I want to discuss. Oh, okay, 1 minute. So before method overriding, first let us try to understand method hiding. Then I will try to understand, okay, method overriding. Okay, yeah, I'll make it private. I'll make it public. Don't worry. Okay, Mr. Khan, I will make it public. So I'll request them to make it public. Don't worry. So what is method hiding? Method overriding. Okay. Next, third point we need to understand when method hiding, when we should implement method hiding, and when we should implement method overriding. Okay. When should we when method hiding we should develop and when method overriding we should develop. So this is the next question you should know. Then fifth point, uh, compiler and JVM activities, compiler and JVM activities with respect to, okay. I'll do one thing. Let me make it as one question. What is method hiding and what is method overriding? Then what is method when method hiding and when method overriding? This is second question. Third question, compiler and JVM activities with respect to method hiding and method overriding. Okay, you must learn this point. The next point, very important. Fourth point. You know why static methods are called hiding methods? Okay, why static method is called hiding and non-static methods are called non-static method is called overriding. This point also you should understand. Generally people say it is a static method, that is a static method is hiding, non-static method is overriding. People will say we should also understand why they are called like that. And then next, now very important point, um, prove that prove that prove that non-static method, non-static overridden method execution comes from superclass to subclass. Superclass to subclass. I want to prove this point. Okay, with practically I will prove this. Generally people say subclass object when you store, it will directly come to subclass, from there go to superclass if not available. People say that, but I wanted to prove that when you store subclass object, it will go to superclass, from the superclass it will come to subclass. I'll prove that. Okay, right. So these are the 5 most important points first you should understand. That's right. So let us complete them 5. Let us complete these 5, and then now sixth point, we are understanding every point with several test cases. Okay, we are understanding with several test cases. Okay, we will understand with several test cases. Of all these points, we'll understand with several test cases. Then I will ask you a concept called, there is a concept called, no, extending. Overriding is there, and also Extending is also there. Overriding and extending. What is the meaning of? Okay, what is the meaning of? What is the meaning of extending superclass superclass functionality? Okay, and how can we do that? How can we do that? Okay, and then next next now 8 point so now try to observe now 8 point, very important point, 8 point. Okay, Mintu Kumar, we are doing that, we are trying to do that. Please listen class. Okay, please concentrate on the class. If you are interested, please continue. Okay, so if not interested, please try to stay away, because don't disturb the class by writing unnecessary messages, please. It's my humble request. Okay, it's some humble request. So if you are interested to listen the subject, please stay. Otherwise you can stay away from this Zoom meeting or from this YouTube live meeting. Please don't disturb the class, please, please. Okay, other people are listening class. By writing all these useless messages, don't write. Okay, we are trying to find the alternative. Okay, we are trying to move. Okay, because it's not just like that, just by small second it is not possible to change. Okay, so please try to hold your patriotism, and please try to listen the class. Please listen the class, we'll discuss the points later. Not in the middle, not in the middle. Okay, not in the middle, don't disturb the class, please, please, please. It's my humble request. Okay, please listen the class. If you are not here for Java learning, please stay away. If you are here for Java learning, please stay here and try to learn. Okay, so please don't worry about Zoom using a geo meeting using a okay some other thing using a. Why you are looking at Zoom? I'm writing so many questions. Look at the questions. Look at the questions. Try to learn Java, try to set up your career. Okay, government will take care of all those things, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, please concentrate on the subject. Please concentrate on the subject. Don't disturb the class by writing useless messages. Write some useful messages. Okay, so now come to the point. What is the meaning of extending superclass functionality, and how can we do that? Next, the very important point. The very important point. In a variable hiding on Sunday class, we discussed one important point. How can we differentiate superclass members from subclass members? You told super keyword, na? Right? Then you have to answer that one also. What are the different ways we can differentiate? Okay, differentiate. What are the different ways we have? Different ways we have. We have to differentiate superclass hiding and overriding members from subclass members. Okay, from subclass members. Different ways we have to differentiate superclass hiding and overriding members from subclass members. There is a twist point here. There is a very much important twist point is there, you should understand. Then finally we will conclude here. Execution flow with b1 dot b1 dot m1, a1 dot m1, this dot m1, this dot m1, and super dot m1. Okay, there are totally 4 important test cases we need. If I write b1 dot m1, a1 dot m1, this dot m1, super dot m1. Okay, how the method is executed, like how variable hiding we did R&D, same way the same R&D we are working with what b1 dot a1 dot this dot super dot. After you got clarity on this, then 10th point, I will take you to the next level. That is, okay, that is, rules in overriding and okay, rules in hiding and overriding a method. You cannot hide, just like that. You must follow a few rules. Remember, method hiding, variable hiding, there is no rules. Okay, so method variable hiding, there is no rules, you can override, we can hide however you like, but method hiding you cannot do like that, you have to follow some four rules are there. After understanding these four rules, then I will launch Java 5 new features, Java 5 new features with respect to Java 5 new features with respect to hiding and overriding. Okay, hiding and overriding. Okay, these are the 11 points, and then final conclusion of conclusion on summary table on variable hiding, method hiding, method hiding, method overriding, searching and execution places, execution places. Okay, so now summary table on variable hiding, method overriding, searching and execution places. So these are the total very important 12 points. So these 12 points looking like 12 points, but lot of discussion there, lot of important discussion is there. Okay, so shall we start? Shall we start? Slowly, point by point, we will go. What is method hiding and what is method overriding? Okay, let me open the program. Let me open programs so that I can save your time instead of typing program again and again. Let me try to save your time. Look at here, carefully observe a small program there in front of you. So now I have a class A, I have a class B. Hiding, overriding, we will get between superclass and subclass. Okay, hiding, overriding, you will get between superclass and subclass. 1 minute. Right. So now look at here. So now I have class A, class B, extends A. Okay. So class A, class B, extends A. Then what happened here? Try to observe. I have a class A. Overriding and hiding will come in superclass, subclass. Okay. Superclass, subclass will come. And tell me, I have to see first of all, whenever you take a class B, compiler software found it is a subclass of class A. Okay, then now down compiler will consider every method may be a hiding or overriding method. Tell me, inheritance, just to go back to once again inheritance basic point. What is the need of inheritance? I told you Sunday I given a point, right? Inheritance is meant for extending the functionality of superclass. Subclass you are writing for what purpose? Extending the functionality of superclass. How can you extend the functionality of superclass? Only by hiding or overriding a method. Subclass is coming not for creating its own functionality. Subclass is coming for extending the functionality of superclass. Then compiler software, every minute it is looking at the subclass and asking itself, tell me, these are what you call own methods of class B, or these are the overriding or hiding methods of the class A, na, that is checking. Compiler software never believe that these are the subclass own methods. Compiler software always do some checking and then taking the decision, are they overriding methods or hiding methods or own methods? How? Tell me, in real life, when you steal something from your home, some food, okay, some money or something, whenever you take from your home without your parents knowledge, from there onwards every time your parents will start have a doubt on you, na. Even though you are not doing any work, okay, people will have a doubt on you. Okay, people will not doubt on you, people will have a doubt on you. Next, if you have a rowdy sheeter mark on your name, then any problems are going outside, immediately police people will go and catch them and put in the prison first, right? In elections are coming, first people will catch them, place in the prison, and then later thinking about others. Like that, compiler software Compiler software is also, whenever it found class B is extending from, then class B is extending from A, immediately class compiler looking for the methods available in the subclass or maybe overriding or hiding methods. Okay, then how? Simple. You also should behave the same way as a compiler. Compiler software first verify the signature of the subclass in the signature of the method available in the subclass is same as signature of the method available in the superclass. If both signatures are same, compiler decides, this method is not subclass one method, it is a superclass method. Compiler subclass is taking superclass method. Then compiler immediately verifies, is it a static or non-static? Yes, static. Because these methods are static, then it is taking, because it's a static, then it is considering it is a method hiding. Okay, this concept is called what? Method hiding. Point number one. Okay, next, compiler software going to next line and verifying void m2. Tell me, void m2 method is what method? Now the signature of this method and the signature of this method both are same. Because signature of the both methods are same, compiler immediately come to a decision. Acha, this is a subclass one method. No, it is not the subclass one method. It is a method of superclass. Okay, then compiler software will mark it as okay. This is a method overriding. So now tell me, next method, compiler going to the next method in the class B and verify M4 method signature is matched with any method signature available in the superclass. No, then come back. Oh, this is a no relation method. Okay, it's a no relation method. It is a no relation method. Okay, so this is a normal method. Compiler feels it is a normal method. Okay, so finally, what the point you need to understand? What is a method hiding? The definitions. Let us come back. Let us come to the decision called what is a method hiding. If interviewer ask a question, what is a method hiding? You cannot explain by just writing programming. This is a method hiding. This is a method overriding. We cannot tell. Some statement you have to prepare. What is a method hiding? A method. Okay, redefining. I want to take the definition as redefining superclass static method in a subclass to provide new implementation to superclass method as per the requirement of subclass is called what? Method hiding. Okay, so can somebody click on raise button link? Click on raise button. Yeah, so now tell me now, all people try to reply. What is a method hiding? Redefining superclass static method in subclass. Redefining superclass static method in a subclass. Why you are overriding? Why you are redefining? To provide subclass required logic to the superclass method is called what? Method hiding. Okay, next, let me move to the next definition. What is a method overriding? Bolo, what is method overriding? It is also redefining only, right? So redefining which method? Superclass. Which type of method? Non-static method. Redefining superclass non-static method in the subclass for providing subclass required implementation as per subclass requirement is called what? Overriding. So simple. Hiding, overriding both are same, but hiding means comes under static method. Overriding means comes under what? Non-static method. First definition understand? What is a method of overriding? What is method hiding? Redefining superclass static method in the subclass to provide subclass required implementation to the superclass method is called what? Method of hiding. Redefining superclass non-static method in a subclass as per subclass required logic by providing subclass required logic is called what? Method overriding. First point, what completed. Okay, what is method hiding and what is method overriding? I completed. Then next, why should I hide method, or why should I override? Why or when both are same? Why should I override? Why should I override method? Why should why should I hide method? Why should I hide override method? Clearly I told you the point. If a superclass given a method logic, superclass given static method logic, superclass given logic in the static method not satisfying my requirement, then I will change the logic. Next, super class given non-static methodology is not satisfying my subclass requirement, then I will override. Okay, let me give you one best example. What is the best example for overriding? All you people know, right? There is a method called, there is a super class for all classes called object class. Object class is a super class of all classes. In Java.lang.object class, we have, okay, we have a method called what? Public. Okay, we have a method called what? Public sorry, public what is that? String to string, public string to string. We have a method called public string to string. Already logic is implemented in java.lang.object class. Then now inside this method, what logic is given? The logic is given displaying objects class name at the rate hash code. Displaying an object class name at the rate hash code. This is the logic is given, right? Displaying class name at the rate hash code. This is the logic is given. Now tell me, I don't like that logic. I am creating my own class called example, which is the subclass of java.lang.object class. I don't want it. I want to display my object data. What to do? The super class given a logic is not satisfying my subclass requirement. I wanted to change the logic. What will you do? You will override that method. Na? Public, already we learned this point. Public string, public string, public string, to string of, public string to string of open bracket, closure bracket, and you are writing your own logic return. Now, for example, x variable is there in this class, and now what you write? Return double quotes plus x. So tell me, when should I hide or override a method? Super class given a logic is not satisfying subclass requirement, then we must override that method. Simple point. So 2 points. Can you give me real time example for? Can you give me real time example? Already yesterday given. Mother prepared food taste is not satisfying your requirement. You want more spicy. You want more chili. Okay. Then you are adding your own onions. You are adding your own, what do you call lemon. You are adding some more taste to it. That is called overriding. Then come to the technical Java API level. Java API level example. We have a class called object. The class object contain method to string whose logic is not satisfying my requirement. Every time we are overriding this method. That's all about what? Method overriding, method hiding. What is method hiding? Redefining superclass static method in the subclass is called method hiding. What is method overriding? Redefining superclass non-static method in the subclass is called what? Method overriding. Why should I hide method, or when should I hide method? I should hide or override method if superclass given functionality is not satisfying subclass requirement. We must hide or override method. By hiding and overriding method, we are providing the logic for implementation for superclass method as per subclass requirement. Can you please confirm up to now? All the people understand? Oh, Mr. Pratish has given one wonderful example. Parent find a girl for marriage, but we don't like. We will marry our own girlfriend. This is overriding. Wonderful, wonderful, Bujay. Okay, so because you people are at that age, okay, super. Uh, up to now, all the people confirm. Understood? I hope, right? Now, let me move to the next point. Compiler and JVM activities with respect to, okay, compiler and JVM activities with respect to method hiding and method overriding. Okay. Now look at here. I will take the next example. Compiler and JVM activities means what? Just flow of execution. Na? If I hide method, from which class it is executed? If I override method, from which class it is executed? So there are totally 3 test cases are there. What the 3 test cases? A1 equal to new A. A1 equal to new A. Yesterday already we have tested. Quickly I wanted to talk them, and I'll move to the next point. A2, 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 A2. Now, Then observe now this point, this program, you will get clarity. Look at here. So okay, now fourth point also I want to take. Fourth point, what is that? B2 equal to new A. B2 equal new A. Yesterday in a hurriedly we have completed it because of, you know, some other faculty waiting for this link. We have completed class. Okay, these are the complete test cases. If you understand this program, that's all. Hiding, overriding clearly, you will understand. Okay, please concentrate. Look at here. I have a method. All you people able to see now, visualize now? Is it visible to you, right? Is it visible to all you, right? Then try to understand. Try to understand. Now this method to this method is what? Hiding. M2 to M2 method is what? Overriding. Hiding and overriding. R means overriding. Okay, then tell me, when you go to main method, overriding, hiding completed. Now execution flow, compiler JVM activities. What the job of the compiler? Linking the method. What the job of JVM? Executing the method. Again repeating. In polymorphism, the terminology is very important. In method hiding, method overriding, terminology is very important. What the terminology? Linking. Linking is also called what? Binding. Now onwards, I'll use the word called what? Binding. I will use the word called binding. Tell me, compiler job is binding. JVM job is what? Executing the method which is bind by the compiler. Again repeating. Compiler job is binding the method call to the method definitions. Method definition. JVM job is executing the method which is bind by the compiler. Okay, let me tell you how compiler can bind the method. Compiler consider two things. Number one, argument. Number one, argument. Number two, reference. Argument and reference. It consider 2 point, argument and reference. Currently, all methods we have taken as a no parameter methods. So no argument methods. Reference, argument and reference, both it will consider. Argument taking decision, which parameter method to execute. Okay, which parameter method to execute decision is for argument will take. Next, come to the reference. Reference means what? Reference is a responsibility for what? Finding from which class this method should bind and execute. Okay, compiler software should find from which class this method should bind and execute. Compiler also should find which parameter method should execute, because according to overloading with the same name, multiple methods will be there. Then which parameter method from which class. Okay, compiler responsible for binding the invoked method, binding the invoked method with its definition. With its definition. For this purpose, it will need to take the two decisions. What is that? Which parameter method from second, from which class? From which class? Which parameter method from which class? Okay, which parameter method from which class is invoked method, executing the invoked method, that is bind by compiler software. Executing the invoked method, that is bind by compiler software. So that is the target of what? That is the target of what? JVM. So this is a compiler job. This is a compiler job, and this is what? JVM job. All you people got clarity? Yeah? Come on. First, did you understand compiler and JVM thoughts? People who are watching from YouTube live, please reply. Khalil, it will take some time for you to understand. Please have patience because you joined late now. Because you joined late, it will not easy for you to understand. Please show some patience so that you definitely understand. Definitely you will understand, no doubt. I'll come to your doubts also. Now, try to observe now. Try to observe now. Let me try to make you understand. So now observe now. B dot M1 when I call, what compiler will do? Compiler will no parameter M1 method, no parameter M1 method, search for no parameter M1 method in a B1. B1 type is what? Reference type is what? B. Reference type is B. B1 type is what? B. Here you have written a B. Then how to pronounce this statement? How to pronounce this statement? B1 dot M1. Search for no parameter M1 method in a B1 class. B1 class is what? B. Then go to B class. In B class, M1 no parameter method available? Yes. Execute from there. Okay, na Khalil? Understand? This is called binding. Khalil, this is called binding. Search for no parameter M1 method in a B1 class, B class, because currently type is what? B. Okay, available. Binding is over. The compiler is telling, sir, how compiler bind, sir? I will show you internals. I will show you bytecode level internals. Don't worry. Okay. The next, now compiler is telling to JVM, Mr. JVM, execute this M1 no parameter M1 method from class B. I found. Chalo. Okay. Okay. JVM is coming to picture. Okay, next B1.M2. Come on, B1.M2 means what? Search for, you have to speak, search for no parameter M1 method in a B1 class. B1 class is what? B. Go to B class. No parameter M2 method found. Oh, wonderful. Then compiler inform to JVM. JVM, tell me, no, JVM is telling that, JVM, M2 method is bind to the B class. Go to B class and execute method from B class. Compile polymorphism point of view, this is terminology very important. Okay, the next very interesting point, B1.M3, search for no parameter M3 method in a B1 class. Search for no parameter M3 method in B1 class. Found a? No. Then take the super class extends A, then go to super class found. Yes, available. Then the binding is completed. Okay, that arrow marks are nothing but binding only. Sir, you are writing arrow mark wonderfully, designing is done. But how compiler can write arrow mark, sir? Compiler cannot write arrow mark, okay? Compiler cannot write arrow mark. Then how compiler will make this arrow marks connection? I will show you in the bytecode so that you will realize. Tell me, B1.M3 method when you write, compiler software found, okay, no parameter M3 method in A class and inform to JVM. See, Mr. JVM, this M3 method you must execute from class A. Execute this M3 method from class A. So JVM will execute this M3 method from class A. How it is execute? How compiler talk? I'll show in the bytecode. Don't worry. B1.M4 method. Search for M4 method. No parameter M4 method in B1 class. Tell me, in B1 class, no parameter M4 method is available in B1 class. Then it is linking to here, then informing to JVM. JVM, I found a M4 method in the B class. Go and execute from the B class. Compiler software linking is completed. Linking is completed. Okay, na? Okay, na? All the people comfortable? Huh? YouTube live people are really comfortable? Huh? Ask if you have any questions. Ask if you have any questions. If no questions, I'll go for execution mode. Please take screenshot. Please take screenshot. I'm going to remove it. What is the compiler target? Compiler is working on. Yeah. Hemanath Dasari, what is your doubt? Hemanath Dasari, please type your question. Please type your question. You have to think about argument type and reference type. Left to right to left, you have to pronounce. Okay. Left to right to left, you have to pronounce. Right to left. No parameter M1 method, search in B class. Okay. Right. No parameter M2 method, search in B class. No parameter M4 method, search in B class. In B class, if not available, If not available, then it will go to which class now? Obviously parent class. If method is not available in subclass, it will go to parent class. Simple, na? If method is not available, search in the parent class. Some simple. Huh? Public string. Public string. Babu, SDMD, what is your question? SDMD, what is your question? All right. So I'm removing it. I'm removing this slide. So I hope you understand this slide. Now I will go and run it. Explain two-string method. Even explain Jayal Bujji. What should I explain about two-string method? Can you tell me? What is your intention of asking that question? Joined later. Now look at here. So now I have shown you how compiler search. Okay, then now I am trying to execute. What the output we will get? Guess what the output we will get? B.M1, BM1. The next B.M2, BM2, B.M3, BM3 not there, so AM3, and the next B.M4, BM4. So simple output. BM1, BM2, AM3, BM4. Nothing is there. Simple topic. Look at that. No confusion. Search in which class? Referenced variable class. With which argument? Which parameter? Given argument. In the referenced variable class, if method is not available, search in the superclass. Khatam. Simple point. Okay, now? Now, let me move to the next one. At least, can you try to tell me next method calls? Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Definitely, you know, in written test exam, this question may or may not ask, sir. What the question? Subclass object with the same referenced variable. Okay, next. Now next one. Superclass referenced variable with either superclass object, superclass referenced variable with subclass object. This is a confusion test case. Compulsory will ask in the interview. In written test exam from the method of overriding, this question is compulsory will be there. Be careful. When you see superclass reference variable, first you pinch yourself. Okay, na? In written test exam question paper, if you see superclass referenced variable, immediately first you pinch yourself. 1 or 2 times you pinch yourself, make your body brain active. Then you try to solve the question. Okay, so that your brain will be actively work. Now try to answer. If superclass referenced variable is there, then where you have to search for that method? In a subclass or in a superclass? In a superclass. Reference variable, na? Based on reference variable. Compiler always work with what? Referenced variable class. Compiler searching for no parameter M1 method in a class. No parameter M1 method available. The next, no parameter M2 method available in A class. Yes, right. Next, no parameter M3 method available in A class. Yes. No parameter M4 method available in A class. Danger. So, okay, na? Right. So now danger. So I'm writing what? Danger, I'm writing what? Red color. No parameter M4 method available in A class. No. Now what will happen? Click on rise button. Every time I don't tell. Once I freeze the screen, somebody click on rise button. And tell me now, what compiler will do? Tell me. What compiler will do? Compiler searching for no parameter M4 method in A class. In A class not found. Compiler got shocked. Achha, method is not available in class A. Now what should I do? Hey, compiler will not shock. Hey, compiler has a full algorithm. Now you people are confusion masters. Okay, compiler software is not confusion master. Compiler software is searching in the given referenced variable class, not available. Then it is asking who is your super class, object class. Then go to what? Object class. In a object class, java.lang.object class, the method is obviously not available. Silently it is coming back and throwing error to us. Sorry, M4 method is not found in the class A. So the most important point you need to understand here, the very, very important point you should store in your mind. If you call a method by using referenced variable, you have to consider that reference variable is subclass, then search in subclass, not available superclass. If you find the referenced variable is superclass, search for the method only in the superclass. If not available, search in its next superclass, but not in the subclass. You cannot come to subclass. Just you need to ask one common sense question. How can I come to subclass? Tell me. How can I come to subclass? You have used what reference A1. You are asking the compiler to go to A class. Okay. From after enter into A class, have you given any information to go to B class? No. You given information to go to A class because here what the keyword there? Extends. With extends it you go to A class. Either referenced variable you have to give information, or with extends keyword you have to give information. If you don't give both information to go to B class, compiler simply throw error. If method is not found, it will not go to subclass. Are simple Baba. This is your home. In this home, now you are in this room. I ask you to find something. Then what you do? You will search in this floor. Okay, you will search in the racks, you will search in these racks, that's all. Not found, then you are coming back and telling not available, sorry, over, throwing error. So let me check with the compiler software. Compiler, will you compile me? No, get out. Cannot find symbol. Method M4 where location, where in a variable A1 of type class. Look at there, compiler clearly telling that variable A1 of type A. Okay, clear my point? Now let me comment this statement. A1 dot M4 method I'm commenting. Compiled it, compile successfully and execute. Look at the output coming what? AM1, AM2, AM3. Everyone got clarity? Yeah? Output. So concentrate on concept. All right. So first point you need to understand, compiler searching for the method definitions in the referenced variable class. When invoke the method with a subclass reference variable, it is searching for the method in subclass. If not available, go into superclass. If not available, go into further superclass. Next point. If you invoke a method by using superclass referenced variable, compiler JVM searching for the methods only in superclass. If not available, go to its further superclass. Will not come to subclass. Third points are very danger. Ready now? Third point is very danger. Now combination coming. Definitely you will feel okay, wrong thought. You will have wrong thought and you give wrong answer. Now the third point is very danger. Please concentrate and try to remember. If you take superclass variable by storing subclass object. So tell me now. If you take superclass variable by storing subclass object, then tell me, compiler software search in which class? Come on, click on raise button and tell me answer. Compiler searching in which class? A class or B class? A class or B class? Array, compiler never search for object. Compiler don't know object. Objects are all coming at runtime. JVM only knows about object. Compiler don't know about object. A2. Compiler searching for only the methods inside which class? A class. Only search in A class. In A class, if not available, tell me. Some students are confusing. Sir, B is there na? Now it will go to B. Hey, no. Compiler don't know object B. Compiler know only variable type and the go to class and class extends. That's all. Either searching the A class or go to super class. Tell me, is there any compile timer in these four statements? Is there any compiled error in those 4 statements? Come on, anybody tell me. A1.m1, no error. Searching for no parameter M1 method in A class available. A2.m2, searching for M2 parameter method in A class available. Searching for no parameter M3 method in A class available. Then next one, searching for no parameter M4 method in A class. If not available, because not available, will it come to the subclass? Come on. Will it come to the subclass? Some people are feeling that it will come to subclass because object is B. Hey, no. It will go and search only in A class, not available. Coming back and throwing error. Even though you have used object subclass, it will not come to subclass. It will throw error. I hope all the people are clearly answering. No confusion. Okay, right. Control 1 compiled. Look at that. Cannot find symbol method M4. Where in variable A2 of type A. Variable of type A. In variable A2 of type A. Okay. Now I'm commenting. Are you ready for the twist? Ready for the twist? Compiler story completed. Next story, JVM. Are ready for the twist? Are ready for the twist? JVM. Okay, JVM. Listen. Mr. Khalil, all people are understanding Mr. Khalil. I don't know what is your doubt. What is your doubt? Please try to express your doubt. I'll talk to you. So if you say I'm not understanding, what you are not understanding, I don't know, na? Everyone understanding on replying. You can see in the comments also. You can see in the comment section, na? You know Java already. Are you my student? All people are who are there my students. Okay. So they're my students, so they're easily understanding. So if you already know Java, then you can continue. If you don't know overriding, overloading, all these things, just try to catch the points. Okay, now, or else if you have doubt, write the doubt so that I'll explain again according to your doubt. Now, listen carefully. Tell me now. Tell me A2.m1, whenever you take referenced variable with object subclass, superclass variable with subclass object. Are you catching my point? Are you understand my point? A2 equal to new B. A2 equal to new B. A2 equal to new B when you write superclass referenced variable with subclass object. Superclass referenced variable with a subclass object when you write, 2 points are there. 2 points are there you have to understand. Static method flow will be one way. Non-static method flow will be another way. Tell me now. When you call A2.m1, yesterday I explained you static method flow. Sorry, non-static method flow. Today we'll see static method flow. When you write A2.m1, then control is going to which class? Compiler and JVM both. Compiler and JVM both will go to referenced variable class. Compiler and JVM will go to referenced variable class. Compiler coming to referenced variable class, JVM also coming to referenced variable class. Then what is the difference between compiler and JVM? Carefully observe. Compiler, when it go to when it go to referenced variable class, listen sir, very important point. When a compiler go to static method found, when you go to compiler, go to referenced variable class, compiler software found it is a static method. Tell me, static method receive any object? Static method execution required any object? No. Come on. Static method doesn't require any object. Then compiler software, at the time of compilation, it remove that A2 and place their class name. Okay, na? Compiler software removes that variable A2 and place what? Class name A. Then tell me, is JVM software has any information that from which class M2 method execute? Come on. JVM software has any information that from which class it should execute? Yes. From which class it should execute? From class A. Then compiler JVM will go to class A. JVM go to class A. And tell me, in JVM go to class A with object or without object? Without object, because the current method is what? Static. Static method doesn't require object. Then JVM came into class A. Then what information is there in class A? Only class A and its super class. Then it is executing from here. Try to understand small point. Okay, it takes some 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes it will take. Try to understand, just accept my statements, whatever I'm telling. Just 5 minutes you need, 5 minutes patience you need. Now if you come to M2 method, flow is different, sir. M2 method flow is different, sir. Static method flow is one way and instance method flow is another way. What the instance method flow? Observe, when compiler software you are asking to compile it, compiler is also going to which class now? A class. Go to A class, linking that method to A class. Okay, in A class, compiler found as what method? Non-static. Non-static method execution required object na. Non-static method required to execute what? Object required. Then compiler software not removing A2 variable, leaving the A2 variable reference as it is. As it is, as it is. Then compiler job is completed. Then JVM is coming to picture. What JVM will do? If you want to execute M2 method, object is required. JVM collects the object. Okay, collects the object. Now it is started traveling and come to A class. Very danger point, sir. Very danger point, sir. Come to A class. Now the JVM is coming to A class with what? With the object B. Compiler cannot come to the class with the object because objects or information is not known to compiler. It is known to only JVM. Okay, right. So now control is going to what you call class A with what? Object. Then tell me, JVM came to object with JVM come to the class A with what object? B. What the current class? A. Current class is A. What the current object? B. Current class is A and current object is what? B. Then tell me, JVM will not execute this method directly from this class A. Okay, it will not execute directly from class A. First, it will look for that object in the subclass. Yes, JVM look for that method M2 in subclass. Is it overridden or not? Yes, it is overridden, then executed from the subclass. Now the question is, if I hide static method, from which class static method is executed? From here you need to get a clarity. If we invoke, you have to get a clarity. If we invoke static method, from which class, static method is executed. Next, if we invoke non-static method, from which class non-static method is searched and executed. This is a confusion point. Please try to pay attention. One time if you carefully listen and one time if you apply your mind, then it's easy for you. Static method is searched and executed. Searched and executed. Tell me, static method and non-static method, both are searched. Both are searched in which class? Referenced variable class. Both are searched in a referenced variable class, because compiler know only reference variable. Whereas execution is different. Static method executed from only referenced variable class, whereas non-static method is executed from current object class. This is the statement. There is no point of confusion. This is the statement. First you accept the statement. Okay, first you accept the statement so that you will understand. Okay, right. So tell me once again, static method and non-static method. Any method you take, static method and non-static method, any method you take. Compiler searching for static method, JVM searching for static method, non-static method. Both methods, where they are searching in superclass. Look at their all arrow marks. Compiler, JVM arrow marks. Everything come to what? Superclass. I'll prove that point. And then from there, directions are changing. Static method executed from same referenced variable class. Non-static method executed from current object class. That's it. Did you get clarity? First statement. Did you accept this statement? If you accept this, then I can take you to the next statement. Green lemon, what is your confusion? Can you please tell me? Green lemon, what is your confusion? If you write your question, I will help you to understand. Simple. Static method doesn't require object. Static method doesn't have object information. Non-static method have object information. Simple. You know, if you take treasure game, have you played at any time treasure game? Childhood you play treasure game na? Now in treasure game you are giving clues. People, Godavari movie, did you watch Godavari movie? Telugu people, Godavari, wonderful movie, super movie, Shekhar Kambala movie. In that movie, now tell me, in that movie, treasure game, tell me, now you are taking first clue, moving to next, second clue, moving next, third clue, moving next. Hero, heroine is finding the correct clues and keep on going, and they found what? Treasure. Okay, whereas if you take that side hero, side villain, they found wrong clues and end up with what? Some river, at riverside. Then that police officer got angry on her lover, on his lover, and then now a lot of problems are started. You right? Treasure hunt is very important. So you need to find the clues properly. Static method doesn't require object execution. Static method doesn't require object for execution. Non-static method required object to execution. So static method execution is done based on the reference. Static method execution is done based on the reference. Non-static method execution is done based on the what? Based on what? Object. Based on the object. Simple point. So finally. Okay, final statement. Static method is executed from referenced variable class. Non-static method executed from current object class. Final statement. But what point you need to understand here? What is the searching algorithm? From where the flow is moving? That is what my worry. Okay, what is the flow? Flow is very important. I can make you by heart. I can make you understand easily. But what's the problem? If I don't tell the proper flow of execution, then finally you will commit so many mistakes, so many errors you will give. So that's why my worry is not only giving the direct statement, I want to give you compiler flow, JVM flow correctly also. Static method doesn't require object to execute. Into static method, object will not come. So static method execution is resolved based on referenced variable of the class, referenced variable type. Next, non-static method execution required object. Its execution is depending on the current object available in the variable. Everyone understand? Got clarity? Shall I ask a question? Shall I ask a question? Interviewer ask a question, let's say, from which class referenced variable is executed? What is your answer? Totally 4 questions I am asking. Everyone answer. From which class static method is executed? What is the statement you will give? What the statement will give? From which class static method is executed? From referenced variable class. Wonderful. Next, from which class non-static method is executed? From which class non-static method is executed? Not object class, from the current object class. No, Neha Singh, you are giving wrong answer. Not super class. The statement is wrong. From the referenced variable class, not from the super class. Tell me, if you say super class, tell me B1.M1 also should execute from super class only, na? But here it is executed from subclass because the reference is what here? B. Nehan Singh, try to correct your statement. Static method executed from which class? Static method executed from which class? Static method is executed from which class? referenced variable class. Non-static method is executed from which class? Current object class. This is the statement on what I am trying to tell. Execution. Everybody is worrying about execution. That's why you are failing in the interview. Hey, everybody is telling that execution. That's why you fail in the interview. Okay. The way you learn is different from the way interviewer asking the question. Interviewer will not ask on execution. Interviewer will ask the questions on searching. Okay, na? Interviewer will not ask questions on execution. Interviewer will ask a question on searching. Okay. So you people by heart this statement and then happily feeling that yes, I understood. Okay. Then interviewer will ask a question on searching flow. Shall I ask a question now? Searching way? Searching way, can I ask? Tell me now. In which class static method is searched? In which class static method is searched? In which class static method is searched? Searching is always based on referenced variable. No confusion here. Only execution is confusion. Tell me, in which class non-static method is searched? Same, referenced variable. You take the either static method or non-static method. Searching is always from referenced variable class only. So why I am making you this much heavy diagram? Because you people are learning on execution, but interviewer asking on searching. Then finally, your way of thinking is different. Okay. And interviewer way of thinking is different. Finally, you are failing in the interview. So now that is the point, this A2.M4. Okay. That is the point of this A2.M4. A2.M4. Searching is always in referenced variable class. Now I'm removing this everything. Ready? I'm removing everything. Now let me compile and execute this program. See the output first. AM1. Okay. AM1. Now look at the output now. Look at the output now. Look at the output now. Search for M1 method in A class available. As a static method, execute from A class. Okay. Next. Searching for M2 method in A class. Available as non-static method. Come back and consider object. What is the object? Object is B. Then search in the B class. M2 method is available. Execute from M2 class. Final combining all the points and making it easy for you. Making it easy. First I given point in complicated way. So now your mind is fully complicated. Now making it simple. Again. Now again coming back. Again I'm coming back. Come on, please sir. Again I'm coming back. It's a very simple point. Okay, simple point. Look at there. Now A1.M1. I'm combining both compiler and JVM activities. I'm compiling both compiler and JVM activities. Searching for compiler and JVM both are same place na. So let us move. A2.M1. Search in A class available as what method? Static. Execute from here only, because static methods executed from referenced variable class because they don't know object. Then A2.M2. Search for M2 method in a class. Found as non-static. Consider current object. What the object B? Then go on to check. In the B class. Yes, M2 method is overridden. Execute from here. The next. Okay. The next. A2.M3. Then search for M3 method in which class? A class. Found as what method? Come on. Click refresh button, click raise button and tell me, search for M3 method in which class? A class. Found as what method? Non-static. Tell me, will it immediately execute it? Will it immediately executed from A class? Everyone should answer. Will it everything executed immediately from A class? No, because it is a non-static method. Because it is a non-static method, searching for that method in subclass. In subclass not available, hence executing from superclass. Please sir, don't deviate sir, don't deviate sir, don't deviate sir. So what we are discussing, only focus on that point. Why like that? Why like this? Why then? Why that? Why this? Don't raise many questions in your mind. Are you catching my point? Don't create many questions in your mind. So just to focus on what point, because this is the most important interview questions. Okay, without this method hiding bits, you cannot expect any interview complete. Don't go to deviate. Don't deviate with many questions in your mind. So focus on method overriding, method hiding, execution flow. That much only we are learning, not more than that. So non-static method execution flow, object will be carried. Static method execution flow, object will not be considered. Everyone tell me why we got error for A2.M4. Okay, why A2.M4 we got compile time error? Because compiler searching for M4 method in which class? A class. Not available. What I told you, if we available, look into subclass. If we available, look into subclass. If not available, come back and throw error. Okay, na? Science brain, Mr. Science brain. Already I covered the point. Why to overriding? So you missed that beginning session, na? That's why not understand. This class already started 1 hour before. So please concentrate on this point. I'll explain you that point again. As part of revision, I'll explain that. Okay, right. So try to observe. Again repeating. When you call A2.M4 method, compiler JVM searching for M4 method in A class, not available, will not come to subclass. If we available, then only come to subclass. Okay? Okay? Comfortable? Huh? Everyone comfortable? Huh? Why you got compile timer? If we available, then only subclass. Otherwise, you cannot come. So now, final conclusion. One more time, I will write. Final conclusion, I'll write one more time. Both static and non-static methods. Let me write shortcut. Both. Okay. Compiler and JVM search for static method and non-static methods in referenced variable class. If method is available in referenced variable class, can you feel the statement? Their execution is depending on two things. What are the two things? Depending on two things. Number one, based on method type, and number two, based on object. Based on method type and based on object. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? This point is correct. Huh? If method is static method executed from which class? Referenced variable class. I'm not telling super class, I'm not telling subclass. Referenced variable may be subclass, may be super class. If method is static method executed from referenced variable class. If method is non-static method executed from current object class. Executed from current object class. If again one more point, if current object is A class, executed from class A. If current object is B class, executed from, don't worry about the spellings, executed from class B, because I will need to cover many points. Non-static method flow, static method flow, fixed. Searching is fixed, no confusion in searching. Okay, na? Execution is depending on two things. Finally, I hope I given full clarity. Finally, I hope I given full clarity, no confusion. Now, can you play with the static, non-static method, execution flow with inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, all those points? Did I give the confidence that you can answer any question? Okay, now it's ready. I hope now it's the time to play with your brain. Okay, it's the time I can play with your brain. Ready? Yeah. Yeah, I need to add that point also. Yeah, yes. If a method is not found in a referenced variable class, where it search in super class or parent class up to java dot lang dot object class, up to java dot lang dot object class. If they're also not available, then we'll get compiled error. Are you ready? Three cases are there. Okay. First you take screenshot. Screenshot of this program. First take the screenshot of this program, this statement. Now I'm going to play with you like anything, okay? Now let me cover this fourth point. Tell me, is this fourth case compiler, not compiler? Fourth case, compiler, not compiler? Fourth case, not compiled. Because super class object cannot be stored in subclass. Incompatible types A cannot be stored in B. Okay, first I want to give me small confusions. If the referenced variable and object is same, if referenced variable and object is same, both static non-static methods are searching and executing from the same class. If it is a B class, searching and executing from B class. If A class, searching and executing from A class. When the confusion starts, if the referenced variable is super class, object is a subclass, confusion starts. When searching is only in super class, executing is from the super class or from the subclass based on the type of the method. Okay, na? Mr. Cool, this class will be end by 8:30. This class will be end by 8:30. Up to 8:30 class will be go. Now look at these slides. Small buju points are there. Right. So now redefining super class static method in subclass with the subclass required logic is called method hiding. Redefining super class non-static method in a subclass with the subclass required logic is called method overriding. Defining multiple methods with the same name but with a different parameter type or list or order is called method overloading. Rule: we cannot hide or override a method in the same class, but we can only hide or override a method in subclass. We can overload a method either in the same class or in subclass. Then next point. How can we identify a method in subclass is a hidden or overridden or overloaded? I told you by considering method signature. The method in subclass is a static method with the same super class method signature. Then it is called what? Method hiding. The method in subclass is a non-static method with the same signature of super class method. Then it is a method overriding. The method in subclass is either static or non-static method, but with the same name with the different parameters. Then we can call it as method overloading. Now here let us identify methods. M1 method, super class method is static, subclass method is static, method signature is same, it is a method hiding. Next static method hiding. Super class method M2 no parameter, subclass also M2 no parameter, signature is same, and non-static method overriding. M3 method different parameters overloading. M3 method in subclass with the super class same name with the different parameters, method overloading. Okay, fine, completed. Now we are comfortable with identifying which method is hiding, which method is overriding, which method is overloading. Then next point, now execution flow. That's what we are worrying up to now. Okay, so this is what we are worrying up to now. We are struggle like anything to understand. Read this statement, you will understand everything clearly. Compiler and JVM will search for both static and non-static method definitions in referenced variable class. B1 in B class, A1 in A class, OBJ in OBJ class. Compiler and JVM will search for both static and non-static methods in referenced variable class. If we available, compiles fine. If not available, compiler and JVM will search for the method definition in referenced variable superclass until java.lang.object class. If this method definition is not found in any of the classes, compiler will throw error, cannot find symbol. If a method definition is found in a referenced variable class, JVM execute this method. If a method is found in the referenced variable class, JVM execute this method based on the method type. Static and non-static. Static method is executed from referenced variable class itself. If it is a subclass, executed from subclass. If it is a superclass, executed from superclass. Whereas non-static method is executed from current object class. If a current object is B, executed from B. Current object is A, executed from A. Okay na? Okay na? So this is the conclusion slides. Conclusion slides. Conclusion slides. Clear, 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 clear. Shall I? This is the program. Tell me. This program. All you people remember this code? M1, M1, M2, M2, M3, M3, M3. And now, look at this. Can you please find out output? There is a trick. I'll show you both side by side. Look at there. That program, this program, both I'll show side by side. You only find output. Please, bhaiya, please support. Okay, simple points. Why you are hurting yourself? Why you are writing the type of comments? No, it's a disturb others, right? Because of your wrong comments, it disturbs others. Please, you are in social media. So many people are there in the comment section, right? Try to write the statements encouragement way. Not only you there, remaining people are also there. All people are understanding, na? So all people are understanding, you are not understanding means you don't have proper basics. Simple. Other people are understanding, na? Totally 113 people are watching the class. All people are understanding. Only 1 or 2 people are not understanding means if current class is subclass and method not found, it will go to superclass, na? Already specify that point, right, Sweta? If method is not found in subclass, it will search in superclass. They're also not found, go to further superclass. They're also not found, it is going to up to java.lang.object class. Come on. Fast. We need to discuss some more points. Very fast. Tell me B1.M1. B1.M1. Any error? B1.M1. Any error? Now let's try. B1.M1 search for simple statement. Yeah, simple statement. Search, execute. Search for M1 method in B class available. Execute from there. Search for M2 method in a B class. available, execute from there. Search for search for no parameter M3 method in the B class, not available. Search in the super class, available, execute from there. Yeah, it's considered B type, right? It considered B type. Next, search for string parameter M3 method in which class? B class. Available? No. Go and search in super class. Available. Execute from there. Okay, simple. Search, execute, search, execute. Search for, can you please read this statement? Can you please read this statement yourself? Search for 45.3 you pronounce as what? 45.3 you pronounce as what? Double. Some people are pronouncing as a float. Interviewer will catch you this year. Interviewer will give the float parameter, but argument giving is what? Double. Then finally, you are matching this method to here and successfully giving output. And you are getting wrong results. Okay. Understand that this is one of the most important tricky point. Okay. You should remember again and again I will remind line number 47 is a compile time error because double parameter method not found in subclass, not found in the super class. So coming and throwing error. M3 method we are not passing. No argument M3 method found in super class. Na? Somebody is asking that question. Samir Mohanty. 45 line, we are not passing argument. If method is not found in the subclass, search in superclass, right? Okay, this is a very important point. Please try to note it down in your mind. Then float commas int method parameter searching in M3 method B class found executed from here. Any doubts with the B reference with the B object? B reference with the B object. Comfortable? All the people comfortable? All the people comfortable? YouTube live. Please confirm you also. Now, moving to the next danger story. Okay, moving to the next danger story. One more. Variable is A, object is B. Where you should search? Okay. What is the flow? Search for no parameter M1 method in class A. Search in A. Method found as static. Execute from same class. Are you catching my point? Are don't worry about the numbers, Baba. Okay, typing mistake here. Images, na, that's not a program, right? Okay. And next tell me, A.M2 method. Search for no parameter M2 method in which class? A class. Available. As what method? Non-static method. Consider object. What is the object? B. Verify is this method overridden in the subclass? Yes. Execute from here. Okay, na? It takes some time, sir. It takes some time. You should have patience. Okay. Sorry, again repeating the same point. Yeah, I know. Please try to concentrate. Some tricky points are there. Next tell me. A.M3. Search for M3 method in which class? A class. In A class. In A class, no parameter M3 method available. As what method? Static. Execute directly. Search in referenced variable class. If found method as static, execute there only. Search the method in referenced variable class. If method found as a non-static, look for that method in the subclass. If it is available, execute from there. Next. A dot M3 of double quotes ABC. Danger point. Now search for this M3 method in the superclass. Search for that method M3 in superclass. With which parameter? String parameter found as what method? Statica, non-statica? Statica, non-statica? Non-static. Non-static means immediately executed from the A class? No, because object is what? B. Then now it is looking for M1 of stream method in subclass. If not available there also, because it's not available, means not overridden, then executed from superclass. Okay. Now it seems to be all people are in full swing. All people catch the flow. Now the balance I hope you got. I hope you got the balance. You yourself tell me 66 line. All people, you yourself tell me 66 line. Everyone tell me 66 line. What happened? Searching for float comma int parameter method. Searching for float comma int parameter method in a class. In a class M3 no parameter there, M3 string parameter there, float comma int parameter method is not available. Then what happened? Program compiled or not compiled? Some people are still telling from class B. Jagannath Rao. Green lemon 68. Green lemon 68. Still you are in confusion only, not come out from your confusion. Okay. What I told you, search in the referenced variable class. If not available, where you should go? How can I come to subclass B? You are seeing, you are not catching the point. You must search only on referenced variable. You have to search only on referenced variable. Okay, referenced variable type is what? A. In A class, if not available, where it will search? When object will come into picture, Jagannath Rao, object come into picture only when method is available. If method is not available, how the object can be stored? Method must be available, na? If method is available, then only object come into picture, na? That's what the point I'm trying to tell. There is no method. So how that object can come and store? Are you catching my point? How the object can come and store? Cannot store, right? Then it is searching for the method in which class? A superclass. What the A superclass? It is go to A superclass. In A superclass, there is no method. Then object class, there also no method. Then come back and throw compile time error. Simple point. Very simple point. Object is coming to picture only when method definition found. If a method definition is not there, it cannot execute. That is the point again and again I'm telling. Search in the referenced variable class. If not available, search in super class. They're also not available. Throw error. At least now all people got clarity. Yeah? At least now all people got clarity. Yeah? Because this session not end today. It will be continued. This flow, overriding, hiding flow will continue in the abstraction. Okay. Yeah, Jagannath Rao, correct. Now this flow will be go to the tomorrow, day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next coming 1 week. We are discussing on the same flow, same flow. Okay, next coming 1 week, we are discussing same flow. If you don't catch here, and if you are worrying about, oh my God, what is happening? So bring your brain into the class. Try to take the points I'm giving. Try to take the points I'm giving. Java completely working on this point only. Today not completed. Today not completed. PSPK fan. Today not completed. So I hope you got clarity on this point, right? Shall I move to the next slide? Shall I move to the next slide? What question I have asked? What the questions I have dictated today? How many questions we completed? Just 3 questions completed. 1.5 hour class, just 3 points completed. What is method hiding? What is method overriding? When method hiding? When method overriding? Compiler and JVM activities with respect to method hiding and method overriding. Already comfortable? Already comfortable? So, shall I ask a question? Why static method is called hiding and why non-static method is called overriding? Why static method is called hiding? Here onwards, I don't talk. Here onwards, I don't talk. Here onwards, you only should talk. I am, what do you call, what I say, I am relaxed. I'm relaxed. I'm free now. It's your headache. It's your headache. Tell me, why static method is called hiding and why non-static method is called overriding? Typecasting, I'll talk later, Pavan. If I talk typecasting, people will die. Right. There is no overwriting. Only overriding is there. Right, Mr. Rai. There is no overwriting. Only overriding only there. Why static method is called hiding and why non-static method is called overriding? You answer. You answer yourself. Okay. Very simple. The names are given. Okay, first you tell me, what is the original name? Hiding or overriding? What is the original concept? Hiding or overriding? Original terminology. Hiding or overriding? Expecting answer fast. Hiding is the original. Hiding is the original. Overriding is what? Hiding is what? Additional. Overriding is additional concept. Hiding is original. Overriding is additional concept. Okay? Got clarity? Yeah? Again repeating. Hiding is the original actual concept. Overriding is alternative. Additional concept. Sir, you confused, sir. Okay? Try to observe. Variable hiding. What the meaning of hiding? Hiding means what? Super class members are hidden by subclass members. Little confusion I'm creating. Don't worry. Come out. And look at here. What happened here? M1 method is hiding super class method M1. M2 method is hiding super class method M2. M4 method not hiding. Tell me what the meaning of hiding? When you take the super class members, either variable or method, into subclass, into subclass. When you call b1 dot subclass reference dot m1, what happened? It can see the visible, what is visible to the b1 reference to the compiler JVM. Only subclass method is visible, superclass method is not visible. Okay, so actual word is what? Hiding a, overriding a. What is the additional word? What is the actual word? Actual word is what? Hiding. And then next word is what? Overriding. Alternatively, word is what? Overriding. Why the additional word called overriding came? Okay, that's what I need to understand. Okay, so when you take the super class members into subclass, what is the concept? Heading hiding, nana. It is not overriding actually. In last class we discussed na variable overriding hiding variable hiding we discussed. Yes or no? Variable hiding. Then next one is what? When you take method also, what concept should come? Method hiding. Then why people are calling overriding? To show the execution flow difference. Okay, to show the execution flow difference. Hiding flow of execution one way there, overriding flow of execution one way there. So that's why they're talking about what? Hiding, overriding, different words are introduced. Now I want you go slowly. Then I use the word called array walk. Right? No, I want to go little fast. Array jogging. Let us jog. Now I want to run, I want to go more fast. I'll use the word called come on, run. Like how different words are there in the meaning. Same way, people has introduced the two different words called hiding and overriding because to tell you the flow of execution. Okay, static method has a flow of execution one way, non-static method has a flow of execution another way. Okay, then try to observe now. When we invoke a static method with a superclass reference by storing subclass object. Okay, when we invoke a static method using superclass reference by storing subclass object, from which class it is executing? It is executing from a class. Okay, na? So which is executing? What method executing? Hidden method. This method is what? Hidden logic is executing. So, but not the changed logic. That's why static methods are pronouncing with what name? Hidden, hiding. Next, if you invoke a1 dot m2 method, tell me non-static method searching in a class but executing from b class method logic is what? Original method, hidden method, or overriding method, changing logic. Overriding logic it is. That's why non-static method is non-static method are calling as what? Overriding. So static method, when we invoke a static method by using superclass referenced variable by storing subclass object, even though object is subclass, it is executing from the superclass only. That means it is a hidden logic. That's why Sun Micro system calling a static methods, you call it as a hiding method, don't call it as a overriding method. Right? Next, if you call a non-static method by storing superclass of if you call non-static method by using superclass referenced variable by storing subclass object, method is not executing from superclass, it is executing the logic from subclass, which is our own changed logic, which is our own overriding logic. That's why non-static method is calling it as what? Overriding method, because changed logic is executing always. That's why it is called what? Overriding. I hope you got clarity. Look at this diagram. Okay, you will be better understand it. Look at this diagram. Now look at this diagram. Look at this diagram. Look at this diagram. Simple program. Look at there. I call e1.m1 method. Compiler searching for JVM, searching for m1 method in which class? E class, example class, and executing from super class only. Not executed the subclass changed logic, subclass overriding logic not executed. That's why static method is called what? Hiding method. Okay, hidden. And then what? Hiding. The terminology is superclass method is called hidden, subclass method is called what? Hiding. I hope I make you clear this point. Next, if you take non-static method is executed from the subclass. That's why changed logic is executing. That's why terminology they have given overriding and overridden. Yes, it's right. Jagannath Rao, yes, right. Your point is right. Okay, all people understand, right? Why these methods are called hiding and why these methods called overriding? I given clear clarity. Okay, if inter ask a question, tell me Rabbi, why static method is called hiding, why non-static method is called overriding, why they are calling like this, you have full clarity on this point. Is this confusion, okay, is this confusion there with the variables? No, no, either you take static variable or you take non-static variable, they are called what? Variable hiding only. Okay, those are called what? Variable hiding only, because always variables are reading from referenced variable, not from the object. Okay, I'll come to this point once again. Try to observe now. I'll come to this point once again. I will explain with an example. That is the last summary point. That is the last summary point. Now, currently try to observe. This terminology difference is only for method. Static method comes under hiding because it is executed from referenced variable class. Non-static method is called overriding because it is executing always from the given object class. That logic is called what? Overriding logic. That's why they call overriding. But come to the variable, either you take static variable or you take non-static variable, always it comes under variable hiding. No variable overriding concept. Yes, 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 yes. Sonu, your point is right. Your point is right. Sonu, your point is right. Okay, na? Up to now, okay, na? All the people accept na? Why this class is called hidden? Why this class is called overridden? Okay, then next point. Next point. Why I wanted to write a statement here? Why? Next question I want write. Why static method cannot be executed from subclass? Executed from subclass, and why non-static method is executed from subclass? Executed from subclass. Already we understood this point. This much heavy way discussion, I don't know whether it's you are enjoying or not, but you must know all these points. Okay, right? This much heavy discussion, depth discussion, are you enjoying or not? I don't know, but you should know. Now tell me, why static method cannot execute from subclass? Why static method cannot execute from subclass? When you call static method, control JVM going without object, because static method doesn't have object, because static method doesn't contain implicitly this keyword. There is no object information. Where to go, you don't know. So that's why executed from referenced variable class. Clear? Next, how non-static method can be executed from subclass? Because non-static method receiving the object with the storing object in this keyword, with this keyword help, using this object, it can go to subclass and found, yes, the method is overridden, executed from subclass. It's all because of method. It's all because of object. It's all because of type of method and object. Okay, everyone understand? So I hope I am giving you valuable subject. Okay, so I'm not going to give you any time pass subject. Okay, it's all very important point. If you have this all the knowledge in your mind, in company you can play with the people like anything. In interview you can play with like anything. Okay, right. Then now let me ask a question. There is a small confusion in the people mind, and I want to prove it now. If it is a static method, no confusion, people all accepted the same flow. Already discussed a fourth part, Arabinda, you are sleeping maybe. Fourth part already discussed, you are sleeping maybe. First program, fourth part already discussed, maybe you are sleeping. Get up, wake up from the sleeping mode. Now, try to observe now. So now try to understand now. Class example, class sample. When you write e.m1 method, all people, last points are 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. I'll stop the class. Okay. I know it's a very, very heavy point. Your mind cannot accept. Just last one point, I'll stop. Okay. So last one point, prove the point. I'll explain. I'll stop. Now try to answer now. E.m1 method, whenever I call, all people are accepted that. What is that? Static method searched and executed in super class only, will not come to subclass. Everybody accepted. But come to the non-static method, there is a small confusion. There's a small confusion. What is that? People say that when you write e1.m1 method, JVM directly consider object will go to directly to subclass and execute the method from there. This is some people telling flow, but I am telling flow is what? Searching JVM search for M1 method in e variable class. Okay, in a variable class, if it is available there as a non-static method, first store that object in this keyword, then it will go to subclass to verify method available or not. This is my flow. This is my flow. Tell me which flow you feel. My flow is feel correct or first flow feel correct? Will it go directly to subclass or it will go to super class, from the super class come to subclass? Which flow is correct? Tell me which flow you feel correct? Everyone try to tell. Come on, which flow you are feeling correct? I want to prove my flow is correct. Are you catching my point? I want to prove my flow is correct. If you want to prove second point, the first point is correct, you come up with the proof. Okay, how can I prove? How can I prove? How can I prove? Look at here. How can I prove? Look at here. I have proof for every problem here. Whenever I have controversy, okay, I will prove it in the program so that other people will stop talking on that nonsense. Okay, look at there. I am taking a.java file. Okay, I'm taking a.java file, class A with the M1 method, separate class. This is a wonderful test case. Wonderful test case. Observe, you don't find this type of test case. Okay, only this type of test case you will see when you are working in company. Okay, because I face these problems in my company, that's why I'm able to play with Java like anything. Okay, right. Look at here. I have a separate Java file. Why generally people cannot find the flow of execution? The biggest mistake they will do: complete super class, subclass, test class, everything they will create in a single Java file like this. That's why they never find the flow of execution correctly. Hello, catch my point? In a company, we never create the program like this. Class A in one Java file, class B in another Java file, class test in another Java file, separate Java files will create. Then the real flow of execution come into picture, confusions will come into picture, clarity will come into picture. Okay, then let me show you that I have created a.java file. Look at there. I have created a.java file and class A created with method M1, which is a non-static method. Static method wise, no confusion. Let me take non-static method directly. Then observe next point. Taking b.java file, in b.java file created class B extends A, then M1 method. Bolo, this M1 method is hiding method or overriding method? It is a non-static method. So non-static method means overriding. Then now I am taking test class. Look at there, test proof. Now method hiding, overriding, test case, execution flow, proof. Okay. Now let me close all the previous .class files. Let me close them. I will torture you so that today night you will not sleep. Okay, today night I'll come. Come on, tell me, static method executed from superclass or subclass? My voice will come in your ears. Sir, please let me sleep, sir. I want. Okay. Definitely today night my voice will come to your ears. Come on, tell me, this method executed from that class or this class? Okay. Now look at there. What I'm trying to tell: compiler software search for a.m1 method in class A. If available, compile successfully. If not available, it will throw error. Let me prove that. Now I am removing class A. Okay. Okay, I'm removing class, sorry, not class A, removing M1 method in class A. Okay, look at there. Now I am compiling test class. Okay, for better understanding purpose, I'll go to command prompt. Okay, from command prompt, you will have full clarity. Right, let me go for command prompt. If I did plus which class I'm compiling, you will have confusion. This is a command prompt, clear screen. I'm hiding complete path, Java C. Hey, Java C. Which class I'm compiling? A.java. Any compile time error? No. Compile successfully. Then I'm compiling Java C B.java. Any compile time error? No compile time error. Then Java C test. Let me copy this name because it's a big name. Now come to here. Paste. Last 5 minutes, sir. Please try to concentrate. Last 5 minutes. Now look at there. Compiler is throwing error. A1.m1 method cannot find symbol method m1 in variable a1 type of class A. I proved that compiler software searching for m1 method in which class? Class A. Searching for m1 method in class A. It's not available, so throwing error. Okay, next case, next case, next case, next case. I am placing m1 method here, no problem. Then now go there, go there, go there, come back to command prompt. Am I going fast? Am I going fast? Java C. Now tell me a.java compile successfully. Then Java C b.java compile successfully. Java C test 16 underscore. Oh, now look at that, no compile time error because method is available. All right, and then now I am executing this method. I am executing this method. Okay, this executing this class. What I am trying to tell, when I run this program, what I am telling, first JVM will take this object, will go to a class, and then store that method, that object in this m1 method, this and inside this variable, that object reference b object is stored, and then it is looking for m1 method in the b class and then executed from b class. This is the flow I am telling. Now I wanted to prove my flow is correct. How? First let me run it. We are getting output what? bm1. By seeing the message bm1, everybody feeling that it is directly go to b class and output is coming. This is a wrong flow. Let me prove that. Okay, right. Let me prove that. Now listen carefully. How can I prove? Simple. I will remove this m1 method in the superclass. Save it. Now the new point, so I'm talking slow. Whenever new point is coming, I'll talk slow. Whenever revision I'm giving, I'll go fast. Simple technique. Why I waste my time? And then now clear screen. Now which class you compile? Listen. Should not compile all classes. A dot class already there. B dot class already there, test dot class already there. Don't compile all classes. Hello, if you compile all classes, you will get compile time error. Don't compile all classes. Which code you have changed? Which code? Which class code you changed? You changed only a class code. Then change, compile only a class. Java C, a.java, only compile a class. Only a class you compile. Don't compile B class, don't compile test class. If you compile test class, compiler will throw error. We want to test JVM, na? So directly execute test class. Directly execute test class. Tell me now, if I execute test class directly, as per the people telling flow, okay, if JVM moving to a B class by taking object, if it is going to B class, then what happen? No exception, direct will get output B main. Are catching my point? We'll get directly output what? BM1. If my flow is correct, what is my flow? It will first take the reference, take the object, take the reference, go to A class, searching for M1. M1 method is not available. Because M1 method is not available, JVM throw error. That is my target. Okay, that is what my understanding. Let's see what JVM will do. Tell me, JVM will throw error, will not throw error? Himanshu, I have not taken BB1, I have taken AA1 equal to new B. Check one score properly. Tell me, what do you feel? Error or no error? As per my flow, error should come. As per people flow, error should not come. Press enter and see that. Dun, 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 dun. My point is correct. My point is correct. My point is correct. My point is correct. Look at there. Look at there. Clearly JVM throwing error. Or a tumri fellow. You are asking me to execute A class method. In A class method is not there. Dirty fellow, stupid fellow. How can I execute? Right? Throwing error. Look at that. Okay. Shiva Reddy. This is the known points now. That's why I'm going little fast now. Up to now I teach slow only na. Shiva Reddy. This is just proof na. Yeah. There is no overriding. Rajesh, yes, your point is correct. There is no overriding. Okay. So I hope all you agreed my argument is correct. I shown the proof. When I'm talking some point without proof, I don't talk. After confirmation only I'll talk. Otherwise, I don't talk on that point. I say that I have some doubt, please check. Okay, na? Now I am adding the method in superclass. Void M1. Listen. Now listen. I want to do some test cases. Void M1. I am declaring this method as a private. Still I want to prove. No need to prove. Already look at their compiler software clearly telling that this M1 method belongs to class A. Go to class A and then go to class B. Sir, let me give you clarity, sir. One more point. What is the meaning of this statement, sir? People are missing the compiler thinking. Okay, people are not understanding compiler and JVM communication. That's why I'm telling every time, you think like a compiler and JVM. Okay, look at here. What the meaning of these two lines is, sir? The meaning of the statement is execute a class A M1 method from class B. That is the meaning of that statement, sir. Simple, no need of this many proofs. Simple point. Execute class A M1 method from class B. That is the meaning of that statement, right? The meaning of it. So JVM first go into which class? A class. In A class, M1 method is not available. How can I execute? Get out. Throwing error. That's it. So now, let's say I'm taking M1 method as a private. Save it. One more time, I want to prove that with this test case. Save it. Come here. Go to command prompt. What I changed? Only class A I have changed. Only compile class A. Earlier we got no such method. Now look at that. You will get error. Let's see, error will come up, will not come up. Let us check. Error will come up, will not come up. Let us check. Which class I have to compile? Only A.java. Then execute test Java directly. Let's see what you are getting now. Illegal access error. Class test is trying to access private method of class A. Second proof. Second proof, compiler software searching for the method in super class. If a method is available, by creating this keyword, storing the current object reference, looking for the object is of which class, from there it is coming to subclass. Second proof, na? Himanshu, if we write b.m1, there is no argument, na? Directly it will go to B class only, na? The doubt is what? Only via superclass. Same time, 6 o'clock. Okay, right. Now let us take one more test case. Okay, one more test case. In place of private, I'm trying to write a final. Tell me, Nana. What is that? So static is there, then it will execute from superclass. But yeah, now I'm declaring it as a static. Yeah, final come. Thank you for asking this question. I'm declaring this M1 method as static. Come on. All people tell me. What happened now? And now I declare as static. Compile class A and execute test class. What happened? Executed or not executed? Executed or not executed? Everyone, try. Executed or not executed? Come on, try. Executed or not executed? You will get error. Incompatible class change error. It will not execute. Incompatible class change error. Expecting which method? Non-static method. But found what? Static method. Why? I told you na, compiler will tell to JVM it is a static method or non-static method. Compiler will tell to the JVM static method or non-static method. Compiler told to do JVM M1 is a non-static method. So JVM is trying to take the object and trying to pass, but you suddenly change method as what? Static. Then it is incompatible. So JVM throwing error. So I told you now, compiler binding method executed by JVM. Compiler bind method as what? Static. Compiler bind method as what? Non-static. But JVM found the method as static. So it is throwing error. Third proof. Okay. Third proof. Now, fourth proof I wanted to give you. Okay. Fourth proof I wanted to give you. Tell me. Now I am taking this method as a final. How many proofs I have, Rabba? Final. Then what all these proofs? Did you understand? Are Babu Gajni? Gajni, you forgot a proof? What the proof I am trying to tell? When you call a method with a superclass reference variable by storing subclass object, what the meaning of the statement? Execute class A M1 method from class B. That means first method should be available in superclass. So JVM will go to superclass, checking method available or not. If available, checking the method in a subclass. Executed from subclass. This is the proof. It will not directly go to the subclass. This is the proof I am trying to give. Then if we declare method as a final, then I am compiling only a class. Only a class. If I run test class, program executed or not executed? Come on, everyone should answer. Please. Program executed or not executed? Come on. Program executed or not executed? Program executed or not executed? JVM is going to a class, found the method as what? Final. But JVM may have a doubt. Amma, this method may be overridden in the subclass. Let me go and check. Let us see now. Look at there. At the time of loading class B, okay, JVM is verifying. I told you now, the method in subclass may be a overriding method of superclass. JVM found, verify error. JVM architecture, remember? JVM architecture. Babu, 6 p.m. batch, 9 a.m. batch. JVM architecture. There is a JVM architecture has a totally class loader subsystem has 3 phases: loading phase, linking phase, and then what? Initializing. In linking phase, it is trying to think for what? What you call verify. In the verification phase, it found B is a subclass of A. The method available in B, signature is same as A, but this method is what? Final. You cannot override. So just I wanted to prove verify phase is there. Right. Finally, execution is failed. Initialization failed. Class loaded, but loading phase is failed. Okay, fine. So now if anybody is asking a question that tell me this execution flow, how can you say, no, this point is wrong. It is directly go to subclass. Then try to please show the proofs. 3 proofs are there for you to show. What the 3 proofs? First, number 1, remove the method in superclass and compile. So, okay, compile A class, only A class, execute directly test class, JVM throw error. Next, place the method second and place it as what? Private. Then compile only A class and execute test class. JVM again throw error, private method you cannot access. Then next, now take it as a static, again compile a throw error. These are the 3 proofs you can tell to interviewer or your friends. I hope you fully enjoyed today class and lot of confusion points I have explained. But you know, if you start practicing, all these confusion points will clear. Simple, always ask a question. When Hari understand, why you cannot understand? I am a human being, you also a human being. I am a human being, you also a human being.